All right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. I did a few things. So I made an executive decision, and I mined, and I'll show you. Well, I don't need to show you. I did some strip mining. It's all I did was strip mine off camera. Got some good blocks. I also chopped down a bunch of trees, lots of spruce, and a decent haul, 10 diamonds, which we're excited about. And I chopped down some trees, did a little farming. As you see, I planted the berries over here instead of here. I didn't do any building or anything like that. I planted a little more sugarcane. Got my XP levels up just a little bit, as you can see, to 22, which is good. And for today, I was thinking of building a starter house. The mining outpost kind of area over here is not finished, but it's in a good enough place right now where it can sit and be fine. So when I build, and I'm not an amazing builder, but I guess I can hold my own. A few things that I've learned about building. First is the obvious. Don't build boring squares and rectangles, right? The next thing I learned is to lay out. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit in my headset. Apologies, everyone. It's just the music is really loud. The next thing I learned is to just. I'm at my best when I've never gone into creative mode and planned a build. It's just not what I do. I don't think I have like a brain for that. Like planning something out and then bringing it over into my Survivor world. I just don't do that. Instead, I either like to look at a picture of something or think about a building that I've seen in real life, maybe one of my parents' old house, something to give a little guidance, and then I kind of go from there. But right now, I don't have anything particular in mind, and my creative juices are not firing like crazy. So the best thing to do in these circumstances, I think, is just to start with a shape, and figure out where you want. I think I want a door going this way, which I think would be a back door, and a door going this way, which would be the front door. So if this was the front door, and maybe we'll think about it as a 2-wide front door, right? And then maybe there's like even a walkway, like just a little covered thing here that'll end up being kind of the walkway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, right? This is like, we're just trying to get a basic shape. That's kind of a Bob Ross thing to say, is that we're just trying to get a basic shape. And actually, this could be here. And then this is where you don't want it just to be a rectangle, right? You want it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You want it to start doing some more interesting things. Do I not have a pickaxe? Weird. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna make a pickaxe. And another thing to keep in mind is this is gonna probably change shape a couple different times, right? This is not whatever I'm starting with right here is probably not going to be what I finish with, because that's the nature of these things, right? Is just trial and error, and trying to, adjust things on the fly so that eventually they fit your eye. So yeah, they're already here. You can see you'll have an entrance and maybe a living space of some kind, and a kitchen or something back here. And then what I always like to think about is, well, aren't you going to have a bedroom? Of course you're going to have a bedroom, right? So what does that look like? Maybe it looks like this. I'm just, we're spitballing a little bit here. We're spitballing. We don't have any more cobblestones, so we're gonna go get some more. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's like it. This is probably the most important part, even though it may change, is just figuring out a shape. And it probably will change, It just probably will. And that's okay. It's a good thing. So yeah, if say that's a bedroom, and then that's obviously where we're going to sleep. And I mean, this is a good enough size of a house shape where if we need more space for whatever reason, obviously we can go upstairs. You can build another wing off this. But then these are still relatively boring rectangles, right? So another thing that can be done is bringing it out one, or even bringing it out two. Now I don't want to bring it out two actually here, because my entryway is out here. But if you pop that out, and then you even could could even do something like this and come out like this, and that gives it, you're already having like a more unique shape than just boxes. And it also widens out the room a little bit, so will potentially give you more space, and just more interest on the inside and on the outside. And it may, this is going to make walls, for instance, very, very difficult, or more difficult, because roofs and walls, you want them to kind of align, and so you want some symmetry, of course, but you also want some asymmetry, and so being able to kind of figure out how to do that, these things don't align, and I don't know, you just have to play with it a little bit, and sometimes it requires building up and breaking down, right? But this is a pretty big starter house, and yeah, who knows what's going to happen here. Anything could happen. Maybe that. So that's just like a little more out. And then, yeah, I don't know. This is part of the joy of it, I think. But I think that's my doorbell ringing. Sorry about that, guys. I'm not going to get it because I'm not expecting anything today. It's probably just someone trying to get into my building. I think we're going to definitely be pretty heavy on the oak, or the spruce, right? Let's take a sleep here. Spruce is a good way to start because, as I said in earlier episodes, it goes really well with stone. It goes really well with regular oak. It's just a warm, nice type of wood. And you're going to see me putting up planks as walls, but that's also going to be adjusted as we go. And I'll kind of show you what I mean, but putting up walls, can be a really good way to sort of gauge sort of what your build is going to look like. So maybe we'll just go 3 high. Let's not get killed by this baby zombie. Where are you? Huh. Weird. Yeah. And again, a lot of this ends up getting replaced. Windows, we're going to have logs as sort of posts that are going to be really cool. But, you know, I start with this just because this is going to help give me an idea of how to do the roof. It's going to help give me an idea of what the building looks like from the outside, where it's going to need texture, where it's going to need adjustments. So consider this as like almost just like an extension of the basic wall plan that I did in Cobblestone. It's not permanent. It's very likely going to be adjusted. But yeah, this is kind of like how I like to think about my builds. And you know, anyone who plays Minecraft knows that one texture, one block like this for your walls is likely going to be very, very boring. So we're not going to obviously keep it like this. Yeah, who knows? I don't know what we're going to do here. But this would be like a walkway out, something like that. Again, very boring, very square, and we're gonna obviously work on this and fix it. But it's got some interest. It's got some interesting lines, and then on the inside, it's as you can see, it's just a little bit more interesting than just a flat wall going all the way around with these edges. It just makes it more interesting, you know, for me. Everyone's a little different, obviously. And again, here the inside walls may change. They probably will change. Maybe change colors, maybe change textures, but this gives an idea of the basic floor plan on the inside. And that's what I like. I like, yeah, that's kind of a broad wall. We may have to change that because anything that's like too big and broad like that can be a little bit of an eyesore unless you can put enough texture into it to make it super interesting, and that's just a difficult thing. But we're gonna go for it. So now, as you see, we're going with stairs, and we're gonna stick with the same texture or the same block, that is. And I usually start with I usually start in the front, right? I don't have bamboo, so I don't have scaffolding at this point. But I start to think like, where do we want a peak, I guess, if that makes sense. So we're just playing around with this here. This is not final, but you could have a peak there. I'm just going to stare that up. Right? You could have a peak there, and then interestingly enough, one way to fix how boring these walls are is you can even kind of maybe match it. So this is, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide to get that peak. What if you had one also here? So let's give that a try. I don't know. But maybe you start 1, boom, 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 boom. Right? So that's two kind of roof peaks. Now that could be cool. Maybe this needs 2 though. Maybe this needs 2 because I think we have the exact blocks. Yeah, this might be too symmetrical, and being too symmetrical is kind of not a great look. But that's taking a little more shape there. And then maybe this is a bigger one, right? So how I like to think about that is bum, 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 like boom, and boom. Yeah. Just thinking out loud here. This could all change. And then another one. And then actually what that's going to have on top is some of these. Let's just do a bunch of those. Dum, ba, ba, bum. But that way you have, I don't know, some symmetry built into some asymmetry. I don't even know if asymmetry is the right word. It probably isn't. But yeah, this is almost like the bedroom has its own kind of separate feel to it, which I like. And I don't know if we're gonna necessarily keep this, but like for instance, I think we want some beams. Just curious about this. I want that to be wider up there, definitely. So I kind of want the peaks to go all the way to the edges. And I didn't really make a corner piece there, so it would actually be more like this. Bop, bop. Bum, 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 bum. Bump, bump. This is actually going to be a little higher. But then you don't have to do stairs the whole way. You can do a slab, right? And then that would be like bump. I think I got this right. Maybe not. Bump. Slab. Let me just see what that looks like. Dun, dun. Yeah. And then do I want that to peak? Let's just see what that looks like if it's peaked. Yeah. Now, this could either be a stair peak or a non-stair peak. We're gonna just try both. I kind of like that rounded a little more. So I like that kind of how it is, to be honest. And then you kind of want these overhanging a little bit, right? I really could obviously use some scaffolding, but we don't have it. Bop. Oops, nope. That's a slab. Slab. Yeah. Okay. So it's kind of like, I bit off what? I started working on like 3 peaks, but then what I really want to do is get this peak right before I move on. Because maybe, it feels like this could really... Oh, you know what? Yeah. I did that wrong. That's what I want to do. Instead of slabs, it would just be like this. Right? I think that's kind of cool. And again, we're going to probably mix up these wood textures. I'm not totally set on any of this. Boom. I need to eat food. But as far as basic shapes, that's got a whole feel to it, right? That's got a whole feel. You get a little depth from that corner. Obviously, it's all one wood right now, so it looks, It looks basic. It looks plain. We're gonna fix that, but you can't do texture and detail until you have your shape right. That's the key, is getting your shape right. Let's see. What's our food situation here? Gotta cook something up. We can just eat bread for a little bit. I also want to feed the cows. I guess we could eat berries too. But yeah, let's feed these cows up. Breed, boys, breed. Well, I guess girls and boys would be what it takes to make babies. No, I don't want that torch there. Okay, you boys are fed. All right. So once, since I like that shape, I think it's a good idea to kind of just get this whole part done, because if you get one part of your design that you're happy with and that looks pretty strong for you and you're going to go with it, you may switch to woods later, you may texturize. I say finish it. Like, get it done and don't start working on another section until you get it done. Oops. That's a bad block placement. So yeah, we're gonna get this done. It's got to go all the way out, right? Yeah, we got it all the way out. And there's gonna be issues, like there just are. These roof, like the way I'm doing these peaks and with these different blocks, like there's just gonna be issues. We're gonna have to tear some stuff down and build some stuff back up to make it look right, to make it look natural, and not like it's a house out of a cartoon. Not that cartoons are bad, but we want some realism here, some little bit of realism. I sort of forgot what I'm doing here. Boom, boom. Then didn't I just take these down and do stairs instead? I think I did. Did I do that? Or were they sticking out more? Huh. I guess there's only one way to find out. Those are stairs, right? Yeah. It's not sticking out anymore. Oh. Painful. So stairs underneath to give it a little bit of a broader look. Looks clean. We're happy. We're happy with this. Obviously, this needs to be closed up, and this very, very likely will be a different wood color. But for now, basic shapes. That's gonna work. That's gonna work fine. Very basic, very simple roof. Kind of bleeding into that roof. We've got peaks. It's really neat. Okay. So then, the way that, so I don't get carried away just doing, peek back, peek back, peek back. You want to cut it a little bit. So I think this would be probably the place to do that, is to have another fairly broad roof here. Like that. Right? And then that way, all these roofs are going to end up kind of merging and finding each other, based on where we want our peaks and all that good stuff. Like here, I think I could even do something a little bit lower. Boom, boom. Whoops. That's a bad block placement. Bump. All these, you know, this is going to take some time just because, boy. It's not the easiest. It's not the easiest shape that I've chosen, right? It's this is a little bit tricky, but we're gonna get through it. Okay, more stairs, more slabs. Let's see. You go in there. Slab, slab. That's kind of weird, right? We didn't do that quite right, did we? Well, we kind of did. But that's not... That doesn't... Here's a great example of how you need to look at both the inside and the outside, because that's going to look symmetrical and right from the inside. Well, maybe it won't. Doesn't matter. We're just going to fix it. I thought we had that right, but we really didn't. That's really bad. We'll fix it. No stress. No stress whatsoever. So it's like... oh, it's because... Yeah, okay. So this is fine. Maybe we won't have a different peak here. Maybe instead we just start coming over with this and see... Let's see how we come together here. Because that's going to come out this way, obviously. And I want to see how this kind of merges together, because this is going to be... It's going to be interesting. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Like, these will connect, and I like that. Which also means these should connect. And we like that. Good. Let's just bring it all the way out, because that's what should happen naturally. We could maybe do slabs here, but we won't make a decision on that quite yet. First, let's bring you here and here. Roofs are tricky. Roofs are tricky. But as you see, for instance, this is all closed up now. So we have made a little progress in that regard. Maybe it doesn't look perfect yet, but that's okay. And actually, these will connect as well, and that will connect as well. So it's like section at a time, right? Section at a time. Boom, boom, and boom, and boom, and boom. There you go. Kind of a closed roof. We've sort of figured that out, and that's cool. Now, maybe we just start bringing these back. Wow. My block placement is awesome. Am I dumb? Maybe I'm dumb. Is that not... Oh, I see. I am dumb. How did that work? That's crazy. I didn't realize that I did it like that. Yoki dokie. Let's just go back a couple. We're not going to overcommit to it. We're just going to... Did I use all my stairs? Man, I'm going through this oak fast, or the spruce fast. Still have a lot of spruce here. Let's just make 2 stacks. My cows are chirping at me. Okay. So. Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go over here. Boom, 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 right? and then maybe do the other one too. Just like, why not? Making progress. Making progress. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Then we got more decisions to make. This... Okay, I gotta go sleep. I'm thinking about having it just be slabs there. And we may do a second floor that kind of shoots up, or a tower or something like that. Not totally sure yet. Again, the biggest thing I want right now is just to get a roof over our heads. It's got kind of a barn feel, which is cool. Well, sweet. I like the way this is. I like the way it's starting. I mean, it looks horrendously boring right now. I get that. I really get that. But I think it's gonna look cool at the end. And one little tip, I mean, this is obvious, but I'm using these half slabs because spawns, or bad guys, don't spawn on half slabs. They would require full slabs. So kind of spawn proofing the house is important. I don't know what I want to do with that yet, but I think I am just going to come all the way over here, just because, you know, like, why not? I think this might work out. Yep. Okay, and we're gonna get you going through so much spruce wood. Cool. And let's just come out. Let's just do all you. Again, this may end up being like a cool little second floor, or like a patio, or like a balcony, I mean, where you can actually come out here, because I like doing stuff like that. But I'm not sure yet what I want to do. Okay. All right. So then I think it could be actually really cool, because this is the back side of the house. So follow me here. I think this is something that could be cool. Maybe not, but maybe. What about like a big peak here, right? Like, this is our only one that actually goes all the way to the top. And then we... Nope, that's wrong. Boom. Thought it was already getting dark. I was just looking down at spruce, and I think my screen is kind of dark right now. Okay. Bro, this may end up coming down. I don't know. I just know that I want to give it a try. Okay. Of course, we need more stairs. I'm not even going to look at it yet. Maybe I am. Yeah, because see, like, that's interesting to me, is like two different styles of peak that are going in opposite direction. It just, I don't know. It just makes it less square and less boxy, and it's just, to me, it's more interesting. It may, I don't know, it may actually not look interesting to you, but to me, it looks very, very interesting to have sort of two peaks coming together at that point out there to give sort of a unique feel to the house, which is already not a totally normal shape anyway. But again, trial and error. We're just all we're doing is trying stuff. And I keep saying we may tear it down. I don't know. Maybe we won't tear it down. Not tear it down, but fix it, adjust it. We'll see. We'll see. And then this you should be able to see from this way, which is cool. And then we can do these. We're going to patch up those holes, obviously. And this can even just be slabs. Oopsie daisy. We're definitely going to need more spruce. And that's fine. Have a ton of it. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. It's got way more interest already because you've got two peaks going into each other. And that's what we like to see. Once we get the color textures rolling through here, I think you're gonna see more of what I'm trying to accomplish. For what it's worth, I don't think you can ever have enough slabs and stairs, so I tend to over make them when I make. I don't need this many, obviously, but I am gonna make this many, so whatever. Ooh, yeah, okay, so here is a good example of needing to do this so it fits, right? Boom, 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 boom. Come under here, go there, 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 and then all the way up, do one in there. And I'm just gonna, again, keep using this spruce, not because I want it to look monotone like this, but just as we're developing shape. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I like it. Let's fix these back here, here, and here. Here, here, and here. Huh. Big jump. And yeah, so cool, right? Like this is kind of rad looking. And this even, let me see. Would it be this one? That would be well, let me just try. I don't know. It would definitely need to go all the way down if it's. Is that right? Yeah. I don't know if that's right. I don't think that is right. Unless they're both. What if they're both? There's gonna be a creeper in here. I gotta be very careful. That's not right. Because this needs to be a stair. Nice. Right? What the hell? What am I? Is it like that? Yeah, that's what it. Yeah, man, that for some reason did not look right to me at all. Oh, I see why it doesn't look right. Dude, sometimes depth perception. Oh, you know what I need to do? Torch this up. Otherwise, a creeper's gonna spawn in here. and blow up all my great work. And that will be really sad. There's probably already one in here. There's not. Okay, good. You can come down. Sometimes my depth perception is not where it needs to be. Give me that log. Yeah. So like that, and then I suppose what is yeah, we would need to do the same kind of thing here, right? Yeah, exactly like that. And then boom, boom, boom. So that's cool. I don't know if I love the double there, but we'll see. We'll see. It's probably something also that can be somewhat hidden with detail once we start detailing the house. Yeah. I gotta sleep. Why do I not bring my bed out here? I should just bring it out here. It's alright. That's alright. Okay, almost done with the shape here. I think I'm gonna break this into two episodes. I think we'll do just the shape here, and then in the next episode we'll work on detailing it and potentially interior design. I'm not sure. What would it look like to have that? That'd be better. It's a little better. There are some parts that I need to patch up still, right? Got some holes in the roof. That's a hole. It's a really interesting build. I mean, it's different. I do think I want to have a place to pop out up here. But where would a good spot for a chimney be? That's what I really want, is a chimney. If there was a chimney here, I think it would be here or here. Maybe both. This could be a two chimney house. Two chimney house. One a little taller than the other. It's a big house. It's hard to keep warm. Right? So let's do some of this. And let's do, where's a campfire? Give me 2 campfires. Well, give me 4 campfires just in case. Give me a bunch of spruce trapdoors. And I want some regular stone. Probably a little too much detail for this early on, since I haven't even really detailed the house yet, and I still need probably more beams to sort of make it look better. But what if there was something like this? A campfire. Oops. And then we use trapdoors like this. Like that. So there's one chimney. Chim-chimaroo. And then maybe one. I just broke my axe. That's not cool. Maybe one here too. That's a little taller. Right? These may move, like everything else, subject to change. I hear a creeper? I think there's a creeper underneath me, dude. Dude. What? Okay, there's not. I could have sworn I heard a creeper. So that chimney, I don't know. Could be out of place. Could be a little bit whatever. This chimney looks cool. But yeah, the chimney technique is awesome because it gives life to the house, right? I mean, that's a double. The double may be excessive. I don't know. We're going to figure that out. I need to farm this stuff. I'm going to farm up this stuff. And we can talk. The next things that I like to do are to detail the outside of the house, which for me means greenery. That's going to be bushes. It also means dark. If I can find some dark oak, great. Dark oak, and even maybe regular oak. We're going to mix in to sort of accent the spruce. And then windows, of course, which I'm gonna need to get sand for the windows. Maybe replace those chimneys, put them in a better spot. The idea is, when you walk up, you want to see there's life. There's life here. There's smoke. People are living here. It's not just an idle object. Now, the more I'm looking at this, by the way, obviously once the wood changes, I don't know. One thing that I'm being super dumb about is these need to come out, of course. Oops. Yeah, so let's try that real quick while we're still here. We're all still here. Right. I forgot that these definitely should come out. You don't want them to be, no, not that far. You don't want them to be flush. Wait. Yes, that far. Weird. Well, I don't know. This may be a disaster. We'll see. But you won't want these to be flush with the wall. You want them to be jutted out one block to give it depth from the wall. That's key. Boom, boom, boom. This may look actually kind of bad. We're gonna see. And it's okay if it does. We can fix it and make it look better. But it did need to be brought out one. Yeah. So that's kind of fine-ish. What did I do here? Oh, I put another one up. See that? Maybe we won't do that one. That's where it ends. Yeah, it's almost like more like an awning now. Is that something? I don't know. It doesn't look great, to be honest. So that's gonna need some work. And then this just I decided. I made the executive decision. This should. Oh my goodness. This should be a peak. I think. And a pretty pointy one at that. Like so. I think that'll look a little better. Yeah, just a lower peak. I think I may change the twin peaks here. I don't think I like the twin peaks here. So yeah, maybe I'll change that off camera, and then when we come back, I will have some more materials harvested, and we can detail this thing out and make it look actually good. Right now, it's a shape. That's all it is a shape. And it has potential, but it's obviously right now an eyesore, and it's gonna take some love and some work to get it where we want it. Um, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you come back to see more, like when we actually finish the house. Oops, sorry, cowboy. Um, and watch this thing turn into an actual house as opposed to just a shape, a big brown blob. And it will. That's part of what we've talked about here. That's we're taking our time. We're being careful. We're being meticulous, and this is just a good start. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon.